Article 1. Why keeping your financial matters private can bring you more peace. Have you ever shared something about your finances with family, only to regret it later? Maybe you mentioned a new investment, a recent purchase, or how much you've saved, and suddenly, everyone had an opinion. It's not that your loved ones mean any harm, but when money enters the conversation, things can get complicated fast. As we get older, there's a natural urge to be open with family, thinking transparency will prevent misunderstandings. But in reality, sharing too much about your finances can lead to stress, unwanted advice, and even family conflicts. Keeping some details private isn't about being secretive, it's about maintaining control over your own decisions and enjoying your financial independence without outside pressure. The problem with oversharing. Money is a sensitive topic, no matter how close you are to your family. If they know you have a comfortable savings, you might start noticing subtle, or not so subtle, hints about financial help, maybe for a grandchild's college fund, a struggling relative, or even a business idea they believe in. On the other hand, if they know you're struggling, they might worry excessively, offer unsolicited advice, or question your financial choices. And let's be honest, once people know your financial situation, you can't take that knowledge back. It's out there, and it may change the way they treat you, even if unintentionally. You might start hearing comments like, "Are you sure you should be spending that much? Maybe you should invest differently. Wouldn't it be smarter to downsize?" While these remarks might come from a place of care, they can also feel intrusive and frustrating. Your financial decisions are yours to make, and constantly having to justify them can take away from your sense of freedom. Protecting your financial independence. This doesn't mean you should keep everything a secret. It's wise to have a solid estate plan and ensure that the necessary people, such as a trusted family member, financial advisor, or lawyer, know the essential details. But beyond that, you don't need to disclose every investment, every purchase, or exactly how much you've saved. Instead of discussing specific numbers, you can keep conversations more general. If someone asks about your finances, a simple response like, "I have things handled," or "I've planned for my future," is enough. You don't owe anyone a full breakdown of your financial situation. Article 2. Why keeping minor health issues to yourself can bring more peace. As we age, it's natural to experience more aches, pains, and occasional health concerns. Sometimes, we feel the need to share every little discomfort with family. After all, they care about us, and we want them to know what's going on. But have you ever noticed that talking too much about minor health issues can actually create more stress than relief? When you constantly bring up small health concerns, like occasional joint pain, trouble sleeping, or feeling tired, your family might start worrying more than necessary. Before you know it, they're offering advice, suggesting doctor visits, or even making changes to your life that you didn't ask for. While their concern is well-intended, it can also lead to unnecessary stress and even make them treat you differently, like you're more fragile than you actually feel. How oversharing can change their perception. Imagine mentioning to your family that your knees have been aching lately. The next thing you know, they're telling you to avoid certain activities, questioning whether you should still be driving, or insisting that you need a new diet plan. Suddenly, a minor discomfort turns into a family discussion about your well-being, and you feel like you're losing control over your own health decisions. This can also affect how your family sees you. If you talk too much about minor health concerns, they may start assuming you're declining faster than you actually are. They might begin treating you differently, being overly cautious, hesitant to invite you to outings, or making decisions for you instead of letting you decide for yourself. Protecting your independence. Now, this doesn't mean you should stay silent about serious health issues. It's important to communicate when something truly impacts your daily life or requires support. But not every little ache, headache, or night of bad sleep needs to be discussed. By keeping minor concerns to yourself, you're not being dishonest, you're simply protecting your independence and avoiding unnecessary worry. You know your body best, and you've been managing your health for years. If something truly needs attention, you'll handle it. If family members ask about your health, instead of listing every small issue, you can say something like, "I'm doing fine, just the usual ups and downs." Nothing major, just part of getting older. This reassures them without inviting unnecessary concern. Thank you for watching until now. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss the next episodes. Now, let's move on to the next part. Article 3: Why staying out of family drama brings more peace. Family conflicts are almost inevitable, whether it's siblings arguing, misunderstandings between in-laws, or old grudges that never seem to fade. As we get older, we've seen it all before. The temptation to step in, share our perspective, or try to mediate can be strong, especially when we believe we have the wisdom to help. But more often than not, getting involved only makes things worse. Have you ever shared your honest opinion in a family dispute, thinking you were helping, only to find yourself caught in the middle? Maybe both sides suddenly turned against you, or your words were taken the wrong way. That's the tricky thing about family conflicts. People might forget the argument itself, but they rarely forget the things that were said in the heat of the moment. The risk of sharing too much. One of the biggest challenges in family dynamics is that emotions run deep. If you take sides or express a strong opinion, even with the best intentions, it can create lasting resentment. People may feel judged, misunderstood, or even betrayed. For example, if you comment on a disagreement between your children, one of them might feel like you're playing favorites. If you criticize a relative's life choices, they may pull away from you completely. And if you try to mediate an argument, you could find yourself blamed when things don't go the way someone hoped. Instead of bringing peace, inserting yourself into family conflicts often leads to stress, tension, and even damaged relationships. The power of selective silence. So, what's the alternative? Practicing selective silence, choosing when to speak and when to stay out of it. You don't have to agree with everything or pretend problems don't exist, but you also don't have to comment on every issue. Next time a family dispute arises, try using neutral responses like, "I hope you all can work it out. I trust that you'll make the best decision for yourselves. Family matters are complicated, but I believe time will help." These simple statements show support without taking sides or adding fuel to the fire. Keeping the peace for yourself. At the end of the day, avoiding unnecessary drama isn't just about keeping family relationships intact, it's also about protecting your own peace of mind. The older we get, the more we realize that not every battle is ours to fight. Sometimes, the best thing we can do is step back, let others handle their own conflicts, and focus on enjoying our own lives. By choosing when to speak and when to stay silent, you maintain harmony, avoid unnecessary stress, and keep your relationships strong. And that's one of the best gifts you can give yourself as you age: peace, simplicity, and freedom from drama. Article 4: Letting go of regrets, living for today, not yesterday. As we grow older, it's natural to reflect on the past. We think about the choices we made, the roads we didn't take, and the moments we wish we could redo. But while looking back can bring wisdom, constantly sharing regrets with loved ones can sometimes do more harm than good. You may not mean to, but when you express regret over a life choice, your family might take it personally. Saying, "I wish I had worked less and spent more time at home," can make your children feel like they weren't enough. Mentioning a past love or career path you didn't pursue might make your spouse or family think you're unhappy with the life you built together. Even small comments about missed opportunities can create feelings of guilt or sadness that weren't there before. Why some regrets are best left unsaid. Regret is a tricky emotion. While it helps us learn and grow, it can also weigh us down if we dwell on it too much. More importantly, constantly talking about past mistakes or lost opportunities doesn't change what happened, it only brings unnecessary sadness into the present. Your loved ones don't want to hear that you wish things had been different. They want to know that you're happy with where you are now. Even if there are things you would have done differently, focusing too much on the past can overshadow the life you still have ahead of you. Choosing to move forward. Instead of holding on to regrets, try shifting your focus to what you can still enjoy and build today. Life isn't over yet. There are still memories to be made, relationships to strengthen, and joy to be found. Express gratitude. Rather than talking about what you missed out on, share the things you appreciate about your life now. Strengthen your relationships. If you feel like you didn't spend enough time with family in the past, use today to be present with them. Let go of self-blame. Everyone has regrets. The important thing is to learn from them and move forward without letting them define you. If you do feel the need to talk about the past, try framing it in a positive way. Instead of saying, "I regret not doing this," try, "I've learned the importance of this, and I'm focusing on it now." This way, you share wisdom without making your loved ones feel responsible for your regrets. The gift of acceptance. At the end of the day, peace comes from accepting the past, not reliving it. Letting go of regrets doesn't mean forgetting, it means choosing to embrace the present and future instead. Your life is still unfolding, and every day is a chance to create new memories. The best way to honor the past is to make the most of the time you have now. Article 5. Why keeping your finances private can bring you peace. Money is a tricky topic in any family. Whether you're financially comfortable or facing challenges, openly sharing too much about your financial situation can sometimes lead to unexpected consequences. Family members may start treating you differently, offering unsolicited advice, or even feeling entitled to a say in how you manage your money. While transparency is important in some areas of life, your finances are one aspect where keeping certain details private can help you maintain independence and avoid unnecessary stress. When money changes relationships, you might think that being open about your financial situation will foster trust and prevent misunderstandings, but it can often have the opposite effect. If your family knows you're doing well financially, you may suddenly find yourself in the uncomfortable position of being expected to help others, whether it's through loans, gifts, or covering unexpected expenses. Even if no one asks directly, you might notice subtle hints or guilt tripping that put pressure on you. On the other hand, if you share that you're struggling, your loved ones might worry excessively about you. They may start questioning your financial choices, offering advice you didn't ask for, or even stepping in to make decisions on your behalf. While this often comes from a place of love, it can sometimes make you feel like you're losing control over your own life. The power of keeping some things private. Keeping your finances private doesn't mean shutting your family out completely, it just means being mindful of what you share and with whom. You don't have to disclose every detail about your savings, investments, or spending habits. Instead, consider setting clear boundaries and only sharing financial information when it's truly necessary. Here's why this can be beneficial. It preserves your independence. The less people know about your financial situation, the less likely they are to interfere with your decisions. It prevents unnecessary stress. You won't have to deal with unsolicited advice, expectations, or potential conflicts over money. It helps maintain genuine relationships. When money isn't a factor in how people see you, your relationships remain based on love and respect rather than financial expectations. What should you share? While keeping most financial details private is a good practice, there are certain situations where transparency is important. If you have a trusted financial advisor, estate planner, or a family member who helps with legal matters, it's wise to keep them informed about key aspects of your financial planning. Additionally, if you want to make arrangements for your estate or future healthcare decisions, having a clear plan in place and discussing it with those involved can help prevent misunderstandings later on. Final thoughts. Your money, your rules. Keeping financial details private helps you stay in control, avoid stress, and protect your independence. Family matters, but so does your peace of mind. When finances aren't the focus, relationships stay rooted in love, not expectations. The same goes for your health. While family cares, not every ache or discomfort needs to be shared. Holding back minor concerns prevents unnecessary worry and keeps you in charge of your well-being. Live life fully, stay active, and enjoy time with loved ones without stress. As for the past, let it be a lesson, not a burden. Regret changes nothing, but embracing the present brings peace. Every day is a chance to create new, meaningful moments. At the end of the day, privacy isn't secrecy, it's wisdom. What do you think? Have you ever held back on sharing something and felt it was the right choice? Share your thoughts below. Thank you so much for watching until the end. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss the next episode. If you found this video helpful, please like and comment below. It really motivates me to create more valuable content for you.